Hello, hello, dear listeners. It's been a long time, and I apologize for not posting more frequently, but it's been a rough ride for me this spring with lots of teaching engagements and traveling. But nevertheless, we need to keep up to date on what's happening in the Arctic. Now, let's start with the main event that happened this week on Monday, on the 12th of May. There was the transfer of the Arctic Council chairmanship to Denmark and Greenland. They were represented together. This happened in Tromsø, and a Russian delegation was taking part online. I'm not sure about other representatives, how it was actually done in practice. But the main outcome is that this Arctic Council meeting didn't have a declaration. There was only a statement signed. So this takes us back to 2019, when similar situation was in Rovaniemi. And this is all due to divergent views within the Arctic Council on Arctic Council main members, the Arctic states, on the understanding of climate change situation and other related issues. So with this in mind, I will actually analyze more of the documents and of the statement itself. I still didn't have much time to put my hands into it, as to say. This week, I also had a webinar that was organized by Women in Renewable Energy that dealt with data centers in the Arctic. We had a really nice lineup of speakers dealing with establishing data centers in the Arctic, using waste energy, but also there were some critical voices, especially mine, where we need to assess also environmental impact of data centers in the Arctic. And the type of data centers we want to attract in the Arctic. Are they for cryptocurrency mining or for social media platforms? What is considered essential services and what is non-essential? So we always need to have a little bit more balanced and holistic evaluation whether data centers bring jobs to the region and whether they are supporting essential services. One more thing to mention: last week, from 5th to 7th of May, was a big conference taking place in Rovaniemi called Arctic Spirit. It's one of the biggest conferences taking part in Finland, starting from 2013. So it's the 7th time this conference is organized. There were more than 300 participants, more than from 20 countries. What struck me this time is the theme and agenda of the conference and the topics that were discussed. Many of them, like 50% of them, are pivoting towards hard security. Or even if it's environmental security, then there are still some undertaken some concerns that are related to military buildup and military operations in the Arctic. There were themes discussing infrastructure development, the need to expand railways, roads, and also general infrastructure for increased military activities in the Nordic Arctic. Myself, I presented a paper on the Pact for the Future, This is more related to the UN governance frameworks and how it's reflected in the work of the Arctic Council, for instance, or in the research agenda, which can be assessed, for instance, by looking at University of the Arctic thematic networks. Okay, so with this in mind, I'll wish you amazing weekend, and we see again. I will leave the links to my newsletter and also to the short opinion that I've published in Arctic Today related to this Arctic Spirit Conference. Please subscribe. Let's be in touch. I would love to see and hear your comments. You can always subscribe to my channel and also follow me on LinkedIn. With this in mind, bye-bye.